Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. It is time for our writing sprints together, or productivity sprint. So whatever you're working on, you're welcome to work on it with us. And I am going to welcome Miss Story Tyrant to the stage.
Hello, hello.
Hello. So we have Monsieur Easy Graphics with us. And we have author MK Kits. But I'm saying that right? I hope I'm saying that right. I think so. All right, so I'm going to put a little 5-minute timer up so that we can give people 5 minutes to join us and we can say good morning and talk about what we're working on. So what is everybody working on today? What are you working on, Tyra?
I am editing. I'm working on my short story collection, science fiction. Will be published under T.M. Heinrichs, and it's called Not Friendly, and obviously that tells you everything. And I'm working on the 8 stories in there. And
Nice.
The Family Man. A friend gave me back my edit, so I'm very happy and excited to get in there. And
well, just let me know if you have any questions about what I wrote, because my handwriting was messy at times, depending on how I was feeling. Good morning. Bonjour. Salut. Comment ça va? Anyways, yeah. Sorry, I had to add some French in there because he added some French in there. Okay, I'm doing some research for pen names.
Oh, yeah, pen names.
Speaking of pen names, now I was looking at this. Low content books. I haven't gotten anything ready yet, but I'm still playing with the idea in my head and doing the research and thinking about it before I actually go forward with it. But the author name, your Kindle Direct Publishing, I believe, only allows you 3 names, and you can only have 1 KDP account per household. So I already technically have 3, although 1 I haven't published under yet. But I wouldn't want the low content books to be under any of those names. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet.
Oh.
What am I not working on? I have 2 first drafts, 1 final edit, and 1 poetry work. Wow, you've got lots of work ahead of you, my friend. It does sound like
I'd go for the final edit just so I could push someone out the door.
Yes, that is true. And I think, like, now when you're talking about poetry work, does that mean multiple poems together in a collection, or is that 1 single poem?
Yeah.
Only 1 KDP account. What you're referring to is the Author Central. Oh! Thank you. So you can publish under multiple, more than 3 author names, but you can only have 3 Author Central accounts. That solves my problem.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
Me too.
That's awesome.
Because I'm doing my science fiction under T.M. Heinrichs. I'm doing my mysteries under T.L. Masters, and I'm doing my horror under T. Masters Heinrichs, and then I'm doing my romance and my low content under Sahara Lynn Masters. So you had me kind of panicked there. I'm going, oh no.
Yeah, sorry, that's honestly what I've believed for a long period of time, but apparently Dale's got a video on it. So I thought there was a video on it, but
Good.
I think I looked at the thumbnail and he was going like this.
Oh.
So I thought that's what it was, and I remember him saying that before. But yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it's just the Author Central. Multiple poems in 1. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought that was.
Is it just poems, or will there be photos as well? Like black and white, or? I'm just curious.
What do you think of mixing poetry with short stories? I think we kind of do that in voices. But
like anthology. So an anthology, you could put anything in. Like, I don't know if you saw the original listing of what's acceptable. It was everything from interviews, which we haven't had an interview in a year. We've had 2 interviews in the entire run, but we have a thing for interviews on local markets. We haven't published anything on local markets in years. And there's, I should pull it out, but there's a whole list of what you could put in there. And I keep thinking I should just do an interview of an author and put it in there.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Poems, photos, and prose. Nice.
I just find that if you combine a poem with a photo, even if it's a black and white. Sometimes it's even better if it's a black and white photo. It gives more of the author's input, what the poem means, and it gives the poem more punch. I just find that.
That's a good idea. I can't post links at Dale's Video Author Central. Remember, not more than one ADP account. Unless you want to. Right. Yeah, I think I Googled the question and Dale's video came up, so maybe I'll find it that way. Oh, sorry. I got the morning happening. Yes. Well, today I'm working on my my robot romance. I don't know what else to call it, but yeah, something different, something new. I'm still working on the Elganthus stuff, but I'm coming up with new ideas, and I think I've discovered what is holding me back. And I think what it is the fact that Elganthus is high fantasy, but it's been done before in terms of the elves and the dwarves and the dragons. So I'm going to revamp my entire world of Elganthus with new species and stuff so that it's different than everything else that's out there. But I might still have like elves in it, just they're not going to be the predominator or whatever, the main race like I had planned it to be.
You can play with that, you know. You don't need to do elves in the traditional sense. You can do elves in your way of doing them. Like, don't forget, I have elves, ELVS, in a story, but they're engineered life forms. That's what it stands for.
That's right. I remember that.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow. That's awesome. Okay, so let's get going on our first sprint. And so good luck, everybody, and we'll see you back in 20 minutes. On your marks, get set, and go. Alrighty. Our first writing sprint is up, and I'm going to put on our 5-minute chat break timer so we don't get too distracted, because it's easy to get distracted. Yes, that is a very cute kitty.
This is Oscar. His full name is Oscar the Pounce.
Does he get as cranky as the cat in the story that I read?
I don't know.
I take to discard that link. Awesome, thank you. I will definitely check that out after. Cool, so I'm going to just change our little banner here.
I'm dealing with a mosquito. I think I got it. This was one mosquito, and I think I got it. And then he came along. He came along to save me from the mosquito, but I don't think he did. I don't know.
John, hello. Nice to see you. Been a while.
You
Hope
guys
you're doing well.
Found out my books. That's somewhere else. Thank you, sweetie. But now I can't see anybody. Okay, there we go.
Got one of my queries done and ready to be put up for sale. Awesome. That's exciting. Doesn't it feel good to complete something and then get it out there and just be like, yes.
Yeah.
And then a good way to spend part of Independence Day. Ah, yes. Happy Independence Day to our American friends.
Yes, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, we just got through Canada Day this week. What's that title? Where can I find it?
Yeah.
Yes. Scarlett, nice to see you. That's awesome. So you're working on your newest project. I think you were talking about it in your video log. Hey, John Finch. Finch.
Hello.
Yes. So we're being very productive today. This is very good. It's called The Unknown Me. It is going to be Barnes and Noble and Amazon. Have you ever tried Draft to Digital, or have you considered trying it? Draft to Digital will get you also on Apple and oh gosh, there's so many now, and Kobo and so much stuff, and you just go to this one place and they send it out to all of like Barnes and Noble and that for you. They're pretty good. 12 Dancing Princesses retelling for my Faraway High series. I really need to buy one of your books, because I remember when you were in our writing group with us and we got to listen to some of it. I don't remember which story it was that you were reading to us, but I really want to buy one of your books.
Midwinter? Was it Midwinter?
Was that the one?
But it wasn't titled that. Oh, hello.
No problem. Good to see you. Welcome. And that's okay to be busy writing. That is a very good excuse to be late, because that is why we are here. We are going to be productive. Yes, we are. Hello, Dora. Oh, yes, and Scarlett says hi to Easy. And yes, I do. I really do want to read it. I remember listening to you reading to us in our group, and I was like, oh, wow, she's an awesome writer. So I actually have to read something that you've published. Midwinter became Wicked Descent. Okay, that I'm going to write that down, because that one I want to buy.
Yes, but there's another one with it was kind of a post-apocalyptic, and this young girl was fighting to save people.
Yeah, before the end of the month. Well, you'll have to come back and tell us what it is, or even, you know what, if you don't mind, if you want to put the name of your publication once it's out on this video afterwards, and we can come back and find it, if you don't mind, or we can come back again on our next live stream and let us know. Easy Graphics. They still say Comic-Con is hoping to happen. Do you still need another person? I'm totally in. Mercury Rising.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I have to make this list.
Yes.
You have to buy Scarlett Cole's books. She's a talented writer. Just saying. Okay. So I've written that down, and that is on my list of things to buy. I have a big list. Actually, I really want to get that Save the Cat Writes a Novel, because everybody's talking about it, and I was actually watching a podcast where they were interviewing her, and I think it would be really good for me to actually read it because it seems to be very popular in the writing community. Yay! Super awesome. Okay, so our chat break timer is up. I'm just going to check one more comment here. I had a good group of people to kick my butt in there. Yeah. Yeah, we kicked your butt so hard that you went way up to the top.
I just feel like it let you down, but that's all.
No. No, Scarlett did a great job.
No, I let her down.
Oh, you didn't let her down. How did you let her down?
Well,
we can talk about it another time if you want.
Yeah.
I mean, we're on live YouTube here, so. Save the Cat is hugely popular. I need to read that too. Yeah, it is very popular, especially for indie authors to read. So, I definitely want to read that one day. Second sprint. All right, let's get going on our second sprint. Yeah, okay, I'll leave that between you guys. You might need to like have a private conversation. No.
Yeah.
Okay, so we all have to get together again one day. That's the hard part because everybody is so busy. That's what we need to do. We need to get our monthly meeting going again.
And today's tea is Yorkshire Gold. Yorkshire Gold. I love it.
Gold. Mine is Tim's because I slept in. We were up late last night. Yep, sure do. All right, let's get going. On your marks, get set, and go. Okie dokie. Sprint number 2 is done. It looks like we have lost Miss Story Tyrant, which I did not catch. So I'm going to move this down to chat break, and voila. So how did everybody do? I've been editing my robot romance story. I've actually only written 2 chapters and started number 3, but I had a friend who was really interested in the story, so I sent it to her and she ended up sending me back a little brief edit. So I have some stuff to fix, and actually it's pretty minor, and so far she's really liking it. So that's a good feeling when somebody's like, yeah, this is going good. I know you're not far in it, but it's going good. Hello, how are you? Thank you for joining us. What are you working on today? Easy Graphics says hi. Sprint 2 in the bag. Damn straight. Robot romance, love it. Yes, this is pretty exciting. Again, I'm normally like crime thriller, nonfiction, or high fantasy, and I have a buttload of high fantasy novels in the works in Alganthus, but there's this story that's been eating away at me for some time now, where we're kind of at, now I know I'm not writing about iRobot, but do you know iRobot, when they have these robots come into their home and, you know, they take over and all that crap? Well, this story is not quite at that timeline in terms of technology, but we're at a stage where robots are becoming more, you know, commonly seen, and the science behind it has advanced enough that they're going to start doing trials and bringing these robots into their home. So this company is advertising this as the most advanced robot you've ever seen. And meanwhile, behind the scenes, they're actually not like robots. They're physically robots, but there's people behind the scenes controlling the robots. And the people that are taking on this trial unit don't know that there's somebody controlling the robot. And she kind of falls for the robot, this woman. Her name is Elizabeth. She falls for this robot without understanding why, and she thinks she's going crazy. Like, how can I have feelings for a robot? But she doesn't know there's a real person behind the scenes controlling the robot. But then the program is completely demolished, and he is put in for destruction, as she is told, and she tries to fight to cancel this destruction. Anyways, there's a lot more to this, but I won't ruin it all for you completely. Starting a new story. Yes, starting a new story is fun. Is anybody doing Camp Nano? I've never actually done a Camp Nano. I'll give you a hint as to what I'm doing. Shirt button pops off. Light pings off the plastic and ricochets on an unknown trajectory, never to be seen again. That is awesome. I like it. I like it. I like it. Brilliant way to integrate the human with the robot. Yes, thank you. And I think what it is, you know, they want to have robots that are more sympathetic to the human plight, somebody that can understand what they're going through and be there for them and understand what they need. But technology just isn't there yet. So they figure if they put a person behind the scenes, the person can understand what the other person is going through without them realizing there's a person there. But it opens this whole thing about government contracts and spying, and it's going to be kind of cool. I'm excited about it. Do you do NaNowrimo in November? I've never done the Camp Nanos, but I normally do the NaNowrimos every year. Not doing camp, but hopefully for November. Yeah, I think that's what my plan is as well. I'm planning to do the NaNowrimo as normal. Doing Camp Nano and counting my minutes as outlining my 12 novelette book series. Woo, this sounds exciting. World War II magic, non-magic folk being outlawed by magic folk. That seems to be a very common theme, that, you know, it's like the magic is being introduced into the world and everybody else is like, this is not happening. I like it. I find counting by minutes helps not overwhelm me or my ADHD. Completely understandable. Yeah, for sure. I think these sprints do help a lot of people for sure. I'm not used to doing sprints. Normally, I like to hide out in a quiet place. But you know what? My life is so busy. I'm sorry if you hear a lot of pounding. My family's upstairs cleaning my house raise the roof while I sit here and write and socialize. So I'm okay with this. What was I saying? Yes, but I find like forcing myself to schedule these live streams is actually allowing me to make time for writing. So I'm not always able to do that all of the time, but hey, it's helping. I'm getting some words down, which is absolutely wonderful. All right, let's get ready for sprint number 3. All right, are you ready? Get set and go. All right. Third sprint is a dunzo. So how is everybody doing? Let's just get this 5-minute chat break timer going. So I got through my friend's edit of my first 2.5 or 3.5 chapters, and I can finally move on to actually writing, which is good. So yes, let's see. Third sprint in the bag. So true. Wow, the time is going so fast. It's already, we've already been on for an hour and 20 minutes, and it feels like we haven't been. So how's it going, Tyra?
My internet crashed. Don't know why. Restarted my router twice. That didn't do it, so it was on the other end. And then it came back. So.
Oh, you know what? I had my edit suggestions on one screen and my writing on the other, so I didn't realize you disappeared until I came back to put it back on the chat break, and I was like, "Oh crap, where did you go?"
And I'm like, it seems like a long sprint. Ah, I'm not on.
Oh boy, it happens. I think we're also getting a storm or something, I think, today.
Oh, good.
256 words. It's great.
Good.
Awesome. So have you come up with any names yet, or are you still kind of playing with it? Did some pen name research.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out this name. So let me ask you. I think I've decided I'm sticking with this. So the robot systems, it's advanced robotic companions, or companion, because it's supposed to be the individual. So I chose first Adron, and then I've changed it to Archon. So Arcon. Does that sound good? Or do you have any other suggestions?
I also liked Arc. But
yeah, I don't know if I think that's been used a lot though. And maybe it's just me because I'm in the manufacturing world, and to me, when I hear arc, I think of arc welding.
Yeah.
And story arcs and character arcs. And
okay, say it again.
Okay. Advanced robotic companion. Here. There. I think that he had the same idea that you did. And then I'd go for Archon. Yeah, this is kind of like Archon Systems. No, not Archon Systems. Archon. So the company name is ARMS, ARMS, which is Advanced Robotic Mechanical
Systems
or
services.
Systems.
Okay, advanced robotic.
So that's the company name. So ARMS is the company name. But I wanted to have this specific thing be like a companion, like a life companion, work companion, whatever. So robots can be less threatening in a way compared to real people, kind of a neutral substitute for the real thing. Yes. And the human element through the guise of the robot. Archon is great. Sounds futuristic, but not silly. Oh, thank you. That's good to hear. Easy to remember and say. Yeah, and when I went with Adron, which was, here, I'll just put it in here. I started with Adron because it was advanced, RO for robotics, and then N just because it made it sound better than Ardo or Adro. But I think Archon sounds a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is good then. I might be okay just sticking with Archon then.
Yeah.
What do you think, Tyra?
I like it.
Remember, Star Trek already has Archons in old.
Ooh,
Archons. Oh, okay, maybe that's why it sounded so good to me because I'm a Star Wars fan. Okay. I'm going to write this down. So I always have to bring note paper to these things. All right. So check Star Wars.
Oh, where's my thesaurus?
Oh, Star Trek. Star Trek, dumbass. Okay, Star Trek. Oops, I swore. Sorry. Okay, Star Trek already has. Maybe that's why. Okay, so I have watched a lot of Star Trek. So which Star Trek? TOS.
The next, yeah. Okay.
You're talking about the next. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look at that. What did I read? Star Wars. You know, that's just it. I see the word star and I think Star Wars. But I also do like watching Star Trek.
Thesaurus. Okay, I don't know where my thesaurus went.
Yes, that is true. Oh dear, I didn't know that. Yes, I'm going to have to figure this out. Could be engineered. Aircon. Engineered robotic companion.
I like that.
Ooh.
I like that.
I must consider this.
Yes.
Engineered, because, you know, it's right on my screen and I still can't spell it today.
We're both having a weird day.
It is, you know, and I think like last time we were just jinxed with, remember my Surface issue and my power went out. That's what happened. My power went out. We were just talking about this.
Yeah.
Yes. So anyways, we're having better luck with that part of it. Well, sort of. I am. You're not. I guess it's your turn. Pig, you're it.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on here.
Zarkon. What would the Z stand for? Model Z of Archon or something. Zarkon. That almost sounds like a bad guy god name from the 80s or 90s or something.
Yeah.
Zarkon. Isn't that off of like Ghostbusters or something? Or no?
No,
what is
but
it?
It sound like a
something.
Aircon
units. I like this because I call them each a unit. So each robot is a unit. And Aircon. Would you? Yeah, I guess it would be Aircon.
Aircon Unit 5. Number 5 is 9. Sorry.
I have a total of 283 minutes in camp. Ooh.
That's good. That is
nice.
Good.
Okay, I'm going to put on our.
Oh, yes, back to work.
Yes, back to work. Lots of talk. Talk is good, but thank you all for your help and your input. I don't want to, that's one thing I want to be careful of, that I don't, you know, use something that's already been used or step on copyright laws. Let's not do that. All right, are you ready? Let's actually just change my little banner here. 4th sprint. Are you ready? And get set. And, oh, I'm not clicking on my timer. And go. All right. Fourth sprint town. That was the fourth one. Yes, number 4 on the screen right there. See that? Okay, so I'm going to put a 5-minute timer. Oh, that's not a 5-minute timer. This is a 5-minute timer.
That is.
Yes. Actually, I don't know if I need to do that. So I think I'm going to have to call it for the day after this here, after our last chat. So maybe I will just take off our timer. It sounds like the kids are getting rowdy upstairs, and I've lost the quiet zone of my day.
So I've gotten my ISBN numbers for my anthology, Not Friendly, and I've been setting up my book's layout right now.
Nice.
Putting in my acknowledgements, all that stuff. I'm putting it all in right now. So
nice. I have my my main character doing the t-shirt design and reusable bag design. She's into at-home businesses and stuff like that. So she's selling a lot of print-on-demand stuff. Sorry if it's loud. They're doing something upstairs and they sound like elephants. Anyway. Yeah, so she's setting up her reusable bag, with the super robot image on it. So it's pretty cute. Yes, so how did everybody else do? Hopefully today was productive for you. We've been on for almost 2 hours, a little bit longer than our usual, which is great. And it was flowing well, so that's good.
Yeah.
So what are your plans for the rest of the day, Tyra?
I'm cleaning out a closet in my pantry. Something broke in there, and I can smell it. It's not a happy thing.
No,
so I'm putting it off. I should have done it last night.
Yeah. Thank you all for joining us. There's a lot more chat going on in here too. That's great. So for all of you that are still here, if you haven't already, if you're active on Facebook, we also have a new private Facebook group for everybody that comes to this channel on a regular basis. So we kind of post when our live streams are, the scheduling, that kind of stuff on there as well, and we can have some writing chat. It is called Tanya's Writing Realm. So if you're interested in joining our group, our private group, come on over to Tanya's Writing Realm on Facebook and send in an application to come in, and I'm sure you'll get in because the questions are quite easy. And there's the stampede again. Yes, good luck. Keep going. Definitely. If you you don't have to stop now just because we're stopping.
Yes, keep going.
Yes. All right. So thank you, everyone. Good luck with Camp Nano if you're doing Camp Nano, and all of your writing and editing and everything else that you've got going on. It looks like everybody's being very productive today, which is awesome. So have a great rest of your day, afternoon, evening, night, or whatever.
Remember, story comes first.
Goodbye.